Kids, it's beer time, and it is 79 degrees outside. And I am being treated to the sight of a bumblebee that is literally the size of the tip of my thumb, trying to do something to the side of my house. I'm not quite sure what. But, well, bumblebees at this time of year, they're looking for their places to have a nest. So, anyway, I have a beer for you, and unfortunately, I have already opened the can. And the reason I've opened the can is because I made a good 5-minute video without the microphone turned on. Because that's me. So, what I have here is from the Tangled Roots Brewery, that one that I went to visit about a month ago, called Survival of the Fittest. I guess that's a series of beers for them. And this is their Vienna lager, an amber lager. And it is an experimental small batch. It's got the standard government warning on the side, don't try to walk upright if you're drunk and pregnant. And it has a legend. And the legend says, a reddish ambered colored malt forward lager that showcases the toasted flavors of continental Vienna malt. Hop bitterness is just high enough to strike a delicate balance with the sweetness of the malt without overshadowing its flavor. Survival of the Fittest, only the best will survive. Survival of the Fittest is our innovation program creating unique offerings from safe and approachable to crazy and innovative, keeping our portfolio offering refreshed and relevant. So, here's a look at the can. And I'm not going to tilt it today because obviously I have it open. Small batch. There's the legend. It's a handsome can. And it is, I believe it's a sleeve, but it's a really good sleeve on the can. So let's give this thing a pour into the fabulous Czechoslovakian pint glass. And we'll drip some on our pants. Because, it's not beer unless I'm wearing it for some reason. So this is a very dark amber beer. Dark and ambery. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? It is not clear. It is slightly cloudy, and it has an off-white head. And let me ditch the can so that it doesn't blow away. That is so nice looking. I see a beer like that, and I just think, oh, it's going to have some richness to it that I want. So let's give this thing a sniff, see what it smells like. I smell the malt. I don't smell the hops, but I smell the malt. And it smells really, really good. Like a very tasty amber lager. So there's really not much I can do except dip into this and see what it's like. So I've already shared the can with you. I've already read the legend on the can. I've already shown you all of the sights to see. I've smelled the beer. Now that's all that's left is to taste it. And so I shall. It has a bitter end. An interesting bitter end. It does interact with the malt quite a bit. The bitter and the sweet of the malt. They're almost at war with each other. Not balanced, but at war. So I think that might be because that was first swallow, and it was a big flavor, the biggest flavor. So let's go back in and see what it's like. Yeah, that bitterness has tamped itself down quite a bit on the second swallow. All I'm really getting is a nice interaction between the hops and the malt. It's a beer flavored beer. It's not sweet. I know they mentioned sweetness, but they mean it in the minuscule scale, not like it's a sweet beer that has hops in it. So it's very tasty, and it has um, a cream effect on the tongue. It's very creamy at the end of the swallow, very smooth. It is crisp and clean. It does not linger. It is a well designed beer. Uh, I They blended it so well though that the hops are sort of disappearing. They're good though. The whole thing is very tasty. I just was expecting a little bit more from the hops since they specifically mentioned the hops in the legend. So very nice. This is a very good beer. I'm very happy to have this beer today, especially it being 79 degrees. I know that it's still April. I know that I live in the Chicagoland area and winter's not done with me. I wouldn't be surprised if we got some snow in the next couple of days because that's the way Chicago works. But dang, I can't resist a 79-degree day hanging out on the front porch having a nice beer with you folks. So I'm going to show you guys the can again because if you guys see this can in a store somewhere, I would definitely go and pick that up. It's very tasty. Very. So there's the little evolution thing, survival of the fittest there. So, oh, I am going to take my time and drink this beer out here on my fabulous front porch. And I will see you guys next time I've got an awesome beer to share. But let's answer those questions. If I saw it in the store, if I saw Vienna lager, amber lager in the store, would I pick it up? Yeah, I would. That's tasty. Um, if someone handed this to me at a party, I would be very happy. And I've said it before. I know people are like, you like all the beers that you taste. Not true. There have been beers that I've said, this isn't my cup of tea. But why would I pick out beers that I'm not going to like? So there's a good chance that the beers that I'm reviewing are ones that I'm going to enjoy. Why is that? Because I'm the one picking out the beers, baby. So Tangled Roots, another nice one. Had a very nice experience there at their restaurant. Very good food, very tasty stuff. That wasn't in Ottawa. That was actually in the northern suburbs of Chicago. So Ottawa is a little bit farther west where this is canned at. But that was a brew pub slash restaurant. So it was nice to have these things on tap. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. I've got an awesome beer to share. Thanks for tuning in.